Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya and thank you for being with me here today. So in this video, we are going to be taking a look at what your Akashic records have to say to you today when it comes to your current and your future life and what you can do better. Along with that, I'm also going to be giving you which chakra you are receiving an upgrade in the upcoming time. When it comes to selection, of course, you have your three piles. You have the images, the feathers, and if you are the kind of person who absolutely goes with the heart, then the heart is for you. Take your time, then we start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, then this is what your Akashic records have to tell you. First of all, your Akashic records really tell me that as a person, you're extremely sensitive, but you shield your sensitivity by appearing strong to the world and just putting that brave front, because that is who you are and that is who you have learned to be. Along with that, you have a tremendous capacity, pile 1, when the occasion arises. You can become what you're supposed to without any kind of fuss. It's almost like you are like the duck. On the surface, it's like the movement is plain and strong and beautiful, and underneath there is almost an ocean wide secrets to you. But remember, when it comes to life, you're going to be changing, and you're going to be changing multiple times, and each time becoming the best version of you. So you guys especially, you don't have to be fearful of change because you adapt to it very, very beautifully. They're also here to tell you that in the upcoming time, you're going to be very, very careful about your boundaries. You're not going to allow anybody who sort of messes up with you, or you're going to be like, look, I need to wear a shield. In a way, you also are the kind of people who try to protect themselves, maybe a little bit too much. Yeah. So you are like that warrior kind of a person, ready to, defend yourself and those you care about with everything and anything. However, the records are also here to tell you, you may be also people who take up too much. Like, you cannot possibly handle all of that, but you take it on yourself and sometimes struggle. But with the right amount of self-care and with the right amount of support, you manage through it beautifully. You guys are very resilient, okay? And that's what your Akashic records are here to tell me. However, your Akashic records are here to tell you that you need to keep releasing things. See, especially when it comes to your emotions, I feel like you pile things up. Emotionally, you go through circumstances, you don't share your stories with just about anybody, you keep it inside and it builds up so much, and maybe you need to find an outlet to it. Maybe write about it, speak to a friend about it, or just deal with it in the best way possible, because in your life, you need that outlet to release things. I'm going to read this out as well. Sometimes the best way to grow is to simply let go. So if you feel like there are certain things that are very, very heavy on you at the moment, it's okay to release them and maybe come back to it at a later point. However, no matter what, in your life, you'll always be smooth sailing. Once again, I gave you the example of the duck. That is who you are. And in the end, everything becomes right for you because of your sheer determination and willpower. See, the reason for this is, you're very laser focused as well. When you want something, you go towards it with everything you have, and you don't quit unless you get it. So that is something, that is that inner drive, which eventually makes things great for you. Yes, you guys are very powerful manifestors. You know how to get what you want, which sets you apart from everybody else in your life. So even when it comes to your future, your Akashic records are telling you, don't forget that power that you have. Don't forget that you are a magician and you can almost wish things into life. So keep making wishes, keep making plans, talk to the universe. Okay, because the universe clearly responds to you, is the message from the records for you. However, your Akashic records tell you, you may have certain feelings towards your mother, which may or may not be healed. So you may have to take care of that a little bit. Because what happens for you, as your relationship with your mother heals, or your feeling towards your mother heals, your manifestations become that more easier for you. So if you can, take the blessings of your mother, yeah, because I feel like they act for you in a great manner, is what is coming forth. Now, you guys, you have a magic touch, and you just have to know that every project that you turn to has the capacity to turn to gold, should you give your focus to it, and should you give it your everything, because you're that kind of people, the people who have the Midas touch when it comes to life. See, anything you put your heart and mind to, it's not possible that you don't get it. However, your energy is like the wilderness, wild, untamed. So I feel like sometimes your emotions are like that too. One minute you're feeling great, the other moment you're not feeling so great. So I feel like that is that untamed part of you. You are the wild child in a way. Okay? And I feel like that's the glorious part of you. That you experience every emotion, and you experience every emotion very, very deeply and to the fullest. That is you. Yeah, and you're very strong. You're very, very strong. Now, see, for you, Pile 1, your records are here to tell you, please, please make sure that you have a plan for yourself, that you have certain goals for your mind, and that you picture in your mind that your goals and your dreams are becoming a reality for you. Because, everything that happens in your life, it is like the universe always says, your wish is my command. You're like the child of the universe in a way. A spoiled child sometimes, but a very, very loved child at that, which is why you get what you want, sometimes by throwing a tantrum, but anyway you get it. So that's like the beautiful unruly part of you. However, your records are telling you that one thing that you may lack is a little bit of patience. So you are the kind of people, if you want something, you want it right now, and later on will not do for you. Yeah, you have the childlike energy deep within you, and maybe it's that childlike part of you that makes things happen for you. But please work on your patience, because if you just be patient, you will see how much the glory of the universe has planned for you in the long run. Now, however, you need to know that right now, wherever you are, your records are telling you it's time for you to rise. It's time for you to release the baggage that you're carrying and move towards that which your heart is calling out to do. Okay, so please make sure to elevate your energy in the best way possible and rise. See, down and out is not your place. Your place is where you're happy, where you're bubbling, you're enthusiastic, where you're full of joy, because remember that joy is that beautiful part of you. So please remind yourself that anytime you're down and out, rise. Now, your records are here to tell you that one part of your destiny is to become a counselor. Like, you're meant to sort of heal other people with your kind words, by your presence, and your capacity to not give up on people, even when they are at their worst. Yeah, so you have that on you, and I feel like that's a very important job. And you're very wise, almost in a sense like you're born for it, and you have an empathetic ear. Should a person spend a certain kind of time with you, there is absolutely no doubt that the person will feel better. Yeah, because that is who you are. You're kind, you're compassionate, you're caring, and you care with all of your heart. However, in this lifetime, your Akashic records are also here to tell you that you're going to be meeting a spiritual teacher. A teacher who will open your eyes to something that even you would have not thought was possible for you. And you're going to be learning from their experiences. You're going to be learning from them, which in turn will shape you into the human being that you are supposed to be. Now, your records are also here to tell you that you as a person, you are meant to break barriers. You're not meant to be in the lines, because that is not where you belong, and somewhere you know that. As a person, you have this expansiveness energy, because it's like anytime somebody sets a limit for you, you do everything in your power to surpass it. Nothing can get you down. Even if you get down, you are like that phoenix. You stand again stronger. And maybe that is the secret for you to experience joy and freedom in your life, that untamed part of yourself. But remember, wherever you are, you're going to be growing, you're going to be moving, and you're going to be expanding, because that is what your records are here to tell you. Now, I'm also going to be giving you a message about which of your chakra is basically receiving an upgrade in the upcoming time. So it is your third eye. Yeah, it is your third eye chakra. So your intuition is very, very on point. Yeah, your intuition always takes you to the right direction. However, you also need a little bit patience. Okay, because once again, that patience is something that you may lack. I'm going to read this out to you. Soar like an eagle and find clarity. Things are not always as they seem. See the beauty and the gift in everything. Pay attention to the messages that are gifted to you in life and through your imagination. Dare to dream and create a vision for your life. So once again, that's what I was telling you, everything that you've come into so far has spoken to you about your visions, what you want for your future, you being a powerful manifester, because once again, you are the creator of your own reality. And the thing with you is, because your energy is so untamed, your imagination is very strong. So nothing sort of holds you in place. No amount of sadness holds you in place. No setback holds you in place, because you are like that eagle, ready to soar in the skies once again, no matter what. But this is the chakra that is getting an upgrade. So you may feel like in the upcoming time you get a lot of clarity. You also get that forward movement and also guidance from a spiritual teacher. But overall, this is what I have for you. And as always, as I wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with my best wishes. I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you selected Pile 2, then let's take a look at what your Akashic records have to tell you. I am super excited about your reading, Pile 2, because you guys, for some reason, really fascinate me. Now, first of all, you guys, your Akashic records are telling me that you guys are a bit of two things. Like, you're very sensitive, you're very kind, but you're also somebody who's spiritually at a very elevated level. And it's like you instinctively know what to do in a particular circumstances, and you know how to adapt to the changing times and to the changing situations. However, you are also being told by the Akashic records that it is necessary sometimes to not do everything alone, and should you need to ask for help, please make sure you ask for help, because you need to know that help is available. And when you ask, you will receive it. It's like the key, unless you search for it, it will not be given. So that's the message for you from the Akashic records. Now, they're also here to tell you that one part of your destiny is service. Like just being of service to humanity, making sure that your life is very consciously lived, and you live selflessly. So you may feel like a lot of times in your life that you give and always find yourself in the position of a giver. But remember, very few people are put in that position. So in a way, life has blessed you. In a way, you yourself are in some kind of a training to become a spiritual teacher of some kind or a healer of some kind. And the reason for this is exactly that you have a healing heart. Once again, as I mentioned before, it's a gift to have that heart. Not everybody has it. And if you have it, then you really should accept it as the best part of you. But one thing that sort of feeds your soul is love. Love, the energy of love. If you have love, you're happy. When the energy of love is missing, it's like, you're just not there. Because that is who you are as a person. You thrive on the energy of love. Because what is the energy of the heart? It's love. Yeah? Now, the records are also telling me that in your life, your job is to be authentic. It's not to sort of put yourself into someone else's story or try to be like somebody else. See, you have a unique destiny and you'll walk that path. No matter what, no matter how many detours you have, you will walk that path eventually. So the easier it is for you to accept that that is your reality, the easier it will be for you. But I'll read this out. Live life for you, not the audience in your head. So exactly that, when you're living your life, make sure it is for you. That you are authentic to yourself, you're authentic to your life purpose and not for the world. Because that is not how it should be for you. Now, Your records are also here to tell you, as much as you can, please spend time in solitude, because you are the kind of people, you thrive in solitude. And let's be honest, without solitude, you guys are kind of lost, because you sort of do too many things simultaneously. That is also there, but it's like you are the best version of yourself when you're alone, when you're working on yourself, when you are the only thing that needs your attention. That is when you thrive. Hence, the records are telling you, please do that. Schedule that one-on-one time for yourself. Now, your Akashic records are also here to tell you that when it comes to your heart, you always know what to do. Because the eye of your heart is open. It sees, it loves, it gives, and love abounds. So anybody who comes to you, they cannot leave your presence without taking something from you. And usually it's love, it's kindness, and it is grace. Because if something pours from your heart, it is grace. So you guys are beautiful, you guys are beautiful souls. That is what I see. However, please remember, working for other people may not always work in your best interest. Because the thing with you is, you are born entrepreneurs. You're meant to be your own bosses. Should it be right now or in the future? Because that is when your best side comes out, when your caring side comes out, when your nurturing side comes out. Yeah, so self-employment is definitely your way to go forward. So if you are currently not doing that, I feel like in the upcoming time, you'll be moving much more towards it. Because having a boss is like not for you. That is what I feel. Now, one thing that you need to remember is, if you're sort of going through some kind of darkness in your life currently, it's over. Okay, like the worst part of it is behind you and you can welcome the new. But please make sure you're not putting your attention too much on the past. The past is where it belongs, and you can just look to the future. You'll see that a lot of new and positive experiences are waiting for you. So you need to sort of go in that direction, yeah, and explore the world as you should. Now, you guys are also very, very imaginative, and in more ways than not, you are like a kid at heart. So if you're the kind of people, you look at the clouds and like you make out images from it, just like me, then you have an active imagination. You have the imagination of a child, and that is the best part about you. See, in the end, if you look at monks, for example, who are they? Really very pure beings, and they have that childlike energy to them, which is why I feel like you're very, very right for the job. However, your records are also telling you, you may be childlike, but you're very intuitive. You're very, very wise. You have that innate understanding of things. Like you look at something and you'll be like, okay, this is not right or this is right. And you sort of decode the truth very, very easily. And I feel like that is a gift that you've received. You have a deep insight into things that are happening in your life, around you, and in the life of people around you. Yeah, so it's like it comes to you through downloads. You don't even have to ask it. Even when you least expect it, it comes to you. That is who you are as people. However, your records are also here to tell you, as you move forward in your life, you have to choose a life that is very simple for yourself. Because what will happen, the more complicated you make your life, the more complicated things become. So choose a simple life. Don't sort of hoard things. Because you may have a tendency to be a hoarder, especially because you're very, very sentimental about things. Things have sentimental value for you. It's great. I am a sentimental person myself, but I feel like we need to move towards simplicity. I am working towards it right now. I'm in fact working towards becoming a minimalist. So if you guys are on that journey or want to get on that journey with me, then let me know in the comment section and maybe we can support each other. But simplicity is a life that you should get towards. Now, one lesson, however, your Akashic records are here to tell you that you need to be able to give the gift of forgiveness. See, sometimes, the way people act, they don't act that way on purpose. It's just like circumstances make them act a certain way. And sometimes, people don't even have a choice. Sometimes it just happens and it's an honest mistake. So you've got to learn to forgive. Because forgiveness, it doesn't matter whether it heals the other person, it'll heal you. And that is a healing that you deserve to get. Okay? So don't hold on to grudges, not for the other person, but for yourself and for your soul and for your own peace of mind. Now, there's a very interesting quote that I heard from Oprah, and it says, forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past could have been any different. And that's something I try to hold on to. I'm not saying I succeeded it all the time, but it's a journey, and yeah, you may want to use it too. Your Akashic records are here to tell you, see, the thing with you is you're very good at what you do. You've always been good at what you do. But practice is something that you need to inculcate in your life, because practice will make you perfect. And even if it doesn't make you perfect, it'll keep you in tune with who you are. Okay, so practice is very, very important in your case. See, the thing with you is, you are sort of a very, very strong intuitive person. You're almost like a shaman yourself. You have a trust in the higher power, and your connection with the higher power is absolutely strong. Very, very rock solid. So trust that higher power to take you where you're supposed to be and to give you what you need at the right point of time. Now, your Akashic records are also here to tell you, don't try to control too many things. Okay, because having things in control will sort of rob you of your joy. So whatever every day brings, just live it. Just live it. Okay? Live it, let it go, live it, let it go. Because that's the thing, if you take that up, that will work out for you in the best way possible in the long run. See, life has an ebb and flow. Just like the sea has an ebb and flow. So learn to accommodate the tides of life. When things are easy, do as much as you can. And when the tide is sort of not in your favor, relax. Go easy. That is what is coming through for you from your Akashic records. Now, I'm also going to be telling you, according to your Akashic records, which chakra of yours is getting an upgrade. Okay. Third eye chakra. Interesting. I feel like you may have a connection with pile 1. Okay. Now remember this, for you the message is that of protection. Yeah. See, when it comes to, I release the need for armor and protection as I recognize that I'm always guided and safe. The more I let go of fear and mistrust, the more protected I feel. It is sage for me to choose love and possibility over fear and hopelessness. So maybe fear is something you may be struggling with right now, and you've got to work towards it. I trust in my light, the divine light, and the wisdom that ensures from the alchemy of spirit and matter, all is perfect just the way it is. Okay, once again the message is sort of repeated. Don't try to control too many things, or don't operate out of that fear based mindset, because you may be doing that currently. Go easy on yourself. Take each day as it comes, and as much as you can, try to be safe within yourself, and don't try to seek the safety outside of you. The moment you learn how to be safe within, you'll be safe everywhere. Yeah, protection. You've got to remember, you are spiritually very, very protected. And for some reason, I feel like I need to give you one more. Oh, interestingly, once again, it's the third eye for you. Peace of mind. So third eye is definitely your thing. I heal the poison of my mind that limit and deny me by aligning with pure and honest thought and belief. So I feel like your thoughts may be a little bit of an issue for you. Yeah. I joyfully recognize when I'm thinking limiting thoughts from my conditioning and realign with thoughts and belief that serve my growth and well-being. I choose to question my perspective and think loving and supporting thoughts. The thing with you is, your thoughts are a problem. Your thoughts are a problem. You give too much emphasis to the negative. Okay, I need to give you one more. You guys, Solar Plexus, Manipura. Yeah? You are free to be yourself. Your power is yours to keep. No excuses, no apologies. Banish fear and shine your light. You always have been. You always will be. You are, you belong. So it's like you belong in the larger scheme of the universe. Your energy is yours. Whatever you need to feel, feel. It's your right to feel. Yeah? That's what your Akashic records are here to tell you. And as always, as I wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with my best wishes. I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, let's take a look at what your Akashic records are here to tell you. Alright, now, first of all, pile 3, you guys are people, you are extremely wise. That is what your Akashic records are here to tell me. When it comes to yourself, you have a capacity to love infinitely. You're very strong, and you're probably going to be people who sort of go through life in a way that is much more rich than others. And because of which, as you age, you're going to be the wisest person in the room. It's because you have an infinite capacity to love, even though life may have treated you unfairly multiple times. You are the kind of people, you've failed, you've got up, you've tried again, and that is what you've done constantly, which is exactly why by the end of your life, you're going to be people who are extremely loved, extremely adored, and people will always look up to you for support, for guidance, for advice, because that is who you are. You are a healer of hearts. You're a mender of hearts. That's who you are. Now, when it comes to pile 3, you guys are in some sort of a journey right now, wherever you are. Your intuition will guide you very, very beautifully at this point. But patience is what you need through this transformation and change, because it's turning into the person that you're supposed to be. So right now, whatever period that you're going into, it's almost some kind of a lesson for you. A lesson that life wants to teach you so that you can grow to be who you're supposed to be. Now, when it comes to you guys, your Akashic records are telling you, you are always going to be the person who's almost like a mediator. Like, you don't have any interest in fighting with anybody or even proving yourself right. You just want harmony between people, and that is what you'll try to bring. If two people are in disagreement, you'll try to make everything okay between them and restore harmony and peace, because in a way, that is who you are. You like peace, you like fairness, you stand for fairness. You may also stand for other people's rights or for the rights of animals, because that is who you are. However, you are also going to be a person who's not going to be available to people all the time, because you feel like you cannot do it. That's what your Akashic records tell you. Because you are the kind of people, you have to have a rich inner life. You have to spend time with yourself. You have to have your own routine, your own space, your life to call your own. Because that is what you like to do. You like to breathe. You take your own time. You like to take your own decisions. You're not the kind of person who likes to be rushed into things, because that is your energy. You're very stable in many ways. I'll read this out. The calmer you are, the more time slows down and the easier it is to get everything done. So most importantly, that is what is going to be for you. You being calm. You being the best version of yourself, because in the end, that is when you will do the best part in your life. However, in the upcoming time, you're also going to be people who are going to be laser focused on achieving something. I feel like you already have a target in mind, and it is like, no matter what, you do everything it takes to get to where you want to, because in a way you feel like it's your life purpose, getting to this place, and which will make you incredibly focused on the task at hand. However, I feel like, given your circumstances, you may be slightly detached from things, or detached from emotions, or detached from people around you, because I feel like you need to keep yourself safe. Yeah, it's because you give a lot. Your capacity to give is infinite, but something may have happened which may feel like, okay, I better keep to myself, because at this point of time, I just need to be my own best friend, and which is sort of making you slightly detached. But it's okay. See, the Akashic records are also here to tell you that in the upcoming time, you're also going to be breaking free. So if you've been stuck in certain patterns, you'll be breaking them, and you'll be growing. You'll be trying different things, and it'll continue towards the end of your life as well. It's not like you're going to be having one stable career. You'll change it probably, or you'll sort of take up something that feels right to you at that age. Yeah. And I feel like those choices are going to be really right for you, because it is through those choices that you will learn. However, You also need to be open to receiving. The chances are, because you give so much, you're so used to giving so much, that in receiving is something that's not even on your mind. You're like, oh, what receiving? I don't even know if I need to receive. If I want to receive, I should receive, because you made that way. You give. Yeah, but maybe you need to receive and open yourself up to that a little bit. In the upcoming time, especially I feel like from the month of July onwards, you'll sense a renewal happening. Once again, I sense a massive amount of change happening, and you'll start to feel much more better. Especially right now, if you're struggling with your story, it's like your soul will get the rain it needs. And then it'll be like, the beautiful earth once again, ready to flower and ready to blossom. Because I feel like that is what is happening for you. And your Akashic records are telling you that you always know what you do. You always know what is the right path to take. And it's like, because of your knowing that, okay, this is what I maybe need right now, you'll always succeed. And in this also, in this journey that you're taking right now, a very important lesson is unfolding for you. And the lesson for you is keep listening to that inner voice of yours. Keep listening to your heart. Because your heart is almost the gateway to the divine for you. Yeah, that's really coming through. Whatever is happening, do what you can to the best of your ability. Because what will happen is, you are meant to thrive. And you are the kind of person, you can thrive on your own. And if you're with somebody else, you thrive together. Because it's like there's something about you that makes other people feel better, and that makes other people feel like, oh, they belong too, and you are a community in a way. Yeah, but you're going to be thriving no matter what. Your Akashic records are also here to tell you that in some way or the other, you constantly need to find ways to elevate your energy. So whatever this is for you, if this is going out for you, do that. If this is sitting in peace, do that. Whatever you need. I'm going to read this message out to you. Your thoughts are vibrations that attract positive or negative energy. Notice your current emotional state. Clear any negativity through conversation, movement, breath work, prayer, meditation, and so on. Then guide your thoughts back to love and abundant possibilities. When you elevate your energy, you attract abundance, health, and prosperity in your life. Yeah, so whatever it is that you need, you've got to give yourself. Not only right now, whenever you need in your life. See, the thing with you is, even if you come back to this reading 2 years down the line, you'll realize that this still makes sense for you, because this is a progression of who you are as a person. Now, as I mentioned before, when it comes to you guys, when it comes to your career especially, I feel like you are the kind of people, you'll change your job multiple times. And every time you change, you'll do something that is right for you. And remember this, you've got the freedom to do that. And the freedom for you is something you value as well. So go do what you want to do. Yeah, you have that freedom. But once again, your Akashic records are telling you it is love that is your guide. When you are loved and when you let yourself be loved, that is when you are at your eternal best, and that is when your soul is having peace. And I feel like, especially when your case is concerned, you'll have sort of a divine kind of love. You have that divine love. Yeah, but it's because you are that heart guardian. Everything that you do is through your heart. Because I feel like the heart is the most important thing for you. Because without your heart, it's like nothing is right anymore. Okay, that's in store. And please remember that the more you accumulate something, the more your life will be cluttered. So right now, the best way to move forward will be to let go of clutter, or to let go of anything that doesn't spark joy. And that is going to be a continuing story for you. So maybe every few months, look around you. If there's something that doesn't speak to you, give it away. Because it's like the energy shifts and you've got to shift with it. Because in the end, you're going to that. Yeah. So I feel like by the time you reach here, I feel like you'll have very less. Yeah, very, very less. And I feel like that's a beautiful choice. Because remember, you are a heart guardian. I don't think money makes that much of a difference to you. It pays your bills, but other than that, it's like, not worth it. Heart chakra, openness, once again the heart energy. I'm free to give generously to others and do so with love. I breathe love, light and nourishment into my body, mind and spirit, allowing my inner well of resource to be fully replenished. As I weave loving kindness out into the world, I receive a loving kindness from the universal web. I give. Yeah. So once again, because you're a heart guardian, you give. And because you give, you get it back in return in multifolds. And this is the chakra that is getting an upgrade, both your heart and your root chakra. So once again, when it comes to the root chakra, I'll read the message. I'm one with nature and nature is one with me. I honor the rhythms of nature and flow with the seasons. I walk upon the earth gently, but finally, as my ancestors have done before me, once again, simply. I know when to move forward and when to retreat, when to cultivate and when to grow, when to yield and when to harvest. I belong. So you almost have that sense of belonging to earth, to Mother Earth. Okay, not to the world. You don't belong to the world. I don't think you ever will. Because as a soul, you're very simple. The only thing you long for is that freedom and renewal. As long as your heart is happy, you are happy. That is what your Akashic records are telling me. But overall, this is what I have for you. And as always, as I wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with my very best. I will see you next time. Bye.